guys, welcome back to the channel. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody is doing well. Well guys, in this video we're going to talk about The Abyss. It was supposed to get delayed by about a week or so, but ended up coming in yesterday, I believe, and I actually just got Aliens in the mail today. Still haven't got a shipping date for True Lies, but hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, so I'm happy to get these much sooner than they had said that I was going to get them. Originally, they were supposed to be here on Tuesday, and then they said it was going to be, a week later, and I ended up getting one on Wednesday and one today, which is Thursday, so I'm very happy about that. So let's just talk about this a little bit. I'm not going to keep this video super long. I'm just going to kind of give you my thoughts on it. I have not seen The Abyss in a long time. I didn't really remember that much about it, so this was kind of like rewatching it again for the first time. I quite enjoyed it. If you don't know what it is, it's basically about a group of engineers and some Navy SEALs. And this group of engineers kind of get drafted to help out these Navy SEALs go down and do kind of like a recovery mission of this nuclear missile that that crashes kind of under mysterious circumstances. And when they're down there, they deal with some, I guess, extraterrestrials, some beings of the non-human being nature. And that's pretty much what the movie is about. I quite enjoyed it. It was pretty good. Like I said, I didn't really remember very much about it. And hey, by the way, in yesterday's video, I talked about how much I didn't like the stickers on here. And so many of you left comments on how you can get this off and get the sticker off without it leaving this mark and getting how to get all this stickiness off here. So I appreciate that. I just wanted to tell you guys that. A bunch of people gave suggestions. So thank you very much for that. Let's get into the release quickly. So you get 2 versions of the film. You get the 1989 theatrical version and the 1993 special edition version. One of them is roughly about, I think the theatrical is roughly about 140 minutes-ish. And I think the other one, the special edition from 93, is like 170 minutes. I just watched the theatrical. I had to work early this morning. I started kind of late, so I didn't really have time to do the full special edition, but the theatrical edition was good enough. Let's see. Let's go in here. So let's kind of look at some of the specs on here. Let's see. So it is, bear with me a second, guys. You get Dolby Vision and Atmos. And then you also get the, it's so hard to read it, DTS Master Audio. It's all blue. It's like there's so small writing. And my eyes are not what they used to be, so it's very hard to read. And so I'm kind of got to put the old glasses down. But yeah, it is 140 minutes and 171 minutes are the 2 versions. Yep. And you get the Dolby Vision Atmos and the DTS HD Master Audio. As far as special features go, let's see. You get Deep Dive, a conversation with James Cameron, The Legacy of the Abyss, Under Pressure, the making of The Abyss, some archives, some stills, and video, including the shooting script, original treatment, storyboards, and more. So you get some special features, not a ton, but now, and you do get the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital code. So one gripe I am going to say right off the bat is this is a 3-discer, and they stack the discs. Not a fan. Any of you who've been watching my channel for a while know that I'm not a fan. I think most people that collect physical media are not fans of stacking the discs. But unfortunately, they do on here. I don't know why they can't just add another little flap for the disc, and I don't know why they have to stack it. But it's all right. It didn't seem to affect the disc at all. I played it. It played fine. There's no problem. But come on, guys. Put a little flap in. Let's not stack the disc. All right, now let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to how it sounds and how it looks, which is what most people care about, and whether it's worth picking up. Sound, I'm not going to go too much into. I'm not like an expert on sound or anything like that, but I had no issues. I thought it sounded great. It sounded great through my speakers. There were some of the high action scenes, it was really got my speakers kind of thumping, and I thought it was really, really good. Just from an average person watching a movie that's not like an expert on audio, I had no issues. I did have some issues with how it looked, though, so let's delve into that. So this movie was shot in 1989. It was shot on film. So there should be film grain. There's no film grain. It's all scrubbed out of here. It looks too good. It's too polished. It should, I mean, I'm kind of a traditionalist, and if it was a movie from the 1980s and shot on film and it should have film grain, it should look like a movie from the 1980s that was shot on film, not a movie that was shot last week. And that's what you get here. It's a little bit disappointing. I don't know. It's a little too polished. I don't know. I would have liked a little bit of grain. And I mean, there were a couple of scenes here and there that's like, okay, it looks like there's a little bit of grain in there and kind of looked like it's from the 80s. But more often than not, it looks like a film that was shot last week. Now, that being said, it still looks phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. It looks wonderful. And on a film like this, it's a very cinematic kind of film. There's some cool cinematography. There's some cool colors in certain scenes. The detail on the face, very fine, nice detail. So I know sometimes when they do the scrubbing and stuff like that, like sometimes it looks waxy. It did not look waxy. Waxy rabbit. It did not look waxy. It looked very clear. Very nice details on the face. You could see all the stubble on like Ed Harris's face. And I mean, it's just very nice, very clear, detailed images. I just wanted a little bit of film grain. I'm kind of a traditionalist when it comes to that. Like, I feel like if it's a movie that's shot on film, you should have some film grain. Granted, I don't want there to be a ton of film grain. I want it to be nice and level and, you know, cleaned up and look nice. But this it's just way too clean for my liking. It doesn't ruin it. It didn't ruin me watching it because, like I said, this is the best it's ever going to look. And it looks stunning. It does. I just want a little bit of that film grain in there. And I was just a little bit disappointed that I didn't get that. I mean, granted, at least on a film like this, it works a little bit just because it is such a cool cinematic film. It has some cool colors. So it works a little bit to its favor. It's it's fine. But because it's kind of a polished film. It's not really a gritty film. So I guess it kind of works. But I just wish there was a little bit more grain. I just wish I was watching a movie from the 80s and I want it to look like I'm watching a movie from the 80s that was shot on film. And it's just a little too polished for my liking. Like I said, it doesn't mean it didn't look good, because it does look good. It looks amazing, actually. A little too amazing, though. And that's my problem. It's not going to ruin it. I'm not going to sell this copy. I'm still going to keep it because it's the best it's going to look. And it's not going to stop me from watching the movie again. I'm just kind of a traditionalist. So, I would still recommend this, like I said, based on the fact that it's the best that it's probably ever looked and probably will ever look. But just, you know, be aware. Like, if you're a traditionalist and you remember watching this movie, growing up with this movie, and you're a fan of grain and, you know, you wanted to have that grainy shot on film kind of look, you're not going to get that. But what you are going to get is a image that looks very, very nice and very polished and like it was shot last week. So just be aware of, you know, what you're getting, you know, don't, and that's why I'm doing this video, because I just want you to know. For most people that are younger and new to 4K, they're going to love this. They're going to be like, oh, that looks amazing. But to people who are a little more traditionalist, a little more like into the 80s film grade, it's not going to be your cup of tea. But it doesn't ruin it, and it doesn't ruin this edition. I would still definitely 100% recommend it because it does still look good. Just not quite what I wanted it to be. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, I love this that it's embossed. This is all embossed, which is really cool. I love the little side image right there. I think that's super cool. But yeah, it's a good release. Just, you know, make sure you know what you're getting. But yeah, definitely check it out. It's a great movie too. It's a lot of fun. I think you'd really enjoy it. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know you guys like what I'm doing. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. And let me know in the comments below. Did you pick this up? What are your thoughts on this? Do you like film grade? Did it seem a little too polished for you? Did you like the fact that it looked like a brand new film? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Let's continue the conversation down there. You're amazing as always. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.